morning. Mary Jo coming to you from her little piece of paradise this morning. And while this may not be everybody's cup of tea for a beach day, I'm feeling like it's a-okay right about now. Behind me, which I'll share with you in a moment, the water is not too big and definitely not small. And so if I can turn this around here, there we go. Now you can see that water. It's a bit windy too, so I hope you can pick up my volume. I'll try speaking up a little louder than typical. I wanted to drop in because I just took a walk down the road and turned around and came back, and I was thinking about strengths and weaknesses. And I was thinking about how in these extraordinary times, I'm great, how are you? It's beautiful. Okay, yeah, a little distraction there, but that's okay. Back to strengths and weaknesses. I was thinking on my walk how in these extraordinary times that we are living, there are those who would seek to hold power over others by playing to their weaknesses. You know, that's one of the greatest marketing tools you see out there these days, even in the world of self-development, personal development, and self-growth. I don't know about you, but I get very turned off when the message from somebody who's going to show me how to live my best life ever just keeps asking me questions about my lack of self-worth and a lack of self-esteem and how am I stuck and what am I doing wrong and how do I get this right. I'm not inclined to jump on that train with them, if you catch my drift. Research, studies show that if we can personally identify our strengths, and if we can focus on utilizing our strengths in our personal life, then we are more inclined to do that with others, to see where their strengths are, to help them come from a place of their own personal strengths, rather than, so I'll use me for example. You're a fair weather exercise person. You don't have a regular routine, you do it when you want to, and so one might say that my weakness is being disciplined when it comes to physical movement. Right, okay. That's a truth. I'm not going to deny that. And yet, I'm more inclined to listen to somebody who says, well, how do you like to move your body? When do you have joy when you move your body? And identifying that and then saying, now how can we use that in building a practice of body movement? So I love dancing. I absolutely love dancing. And lately I've become very addicted to spending time, hours on end, doing monoprints and painting, collaging, and things like that. I usually have a soundtrack playing. And now what I've found myself is that a particular song will kick in, and it might be a good time to take a little pause. And I get up out of my chair, and I just sort of dance around in the space for a few minutes and look at what is on the table, what's on the paper, what colors I'm playing with, and then get re-inspired through that pause and taking that moment to move my body before I settle in and do more. So coming back to strengths and weaknesses, it's not about turning a blind eye to our weaknesses. That's not what I'm talking about. Weaknesses are part of who we are. And yet, it is a fact that if we focus on our strengths, if we come every day as to the best of our ability, if we come from our strengths, then the funny thing that happens is our weaknesses don't hold the same sway. They don't hold the same power. And they might even begin to dissipate and not so much be a weakness, but move more into becoming a strength, a sub-strength, if you will. So I could rattle on about this for a while, but what I'm going to do when I have better Wi-Fi, I'm going to post in the comments under this video a great book with an accompanying program called Strength Finders. And I was tuned into this by one of my soul sisters, Rebecca Sagoda. And it's a small book. You purchase the book. There's a code. You go online. You do a 30-minute assessment, and then you get a report on where your strengths are, how you might use them personally and out in the rest of the world. It's a worthy investment. Honestly, it's a worthy investment. And I go back and look at my report annually, sometimes twice a year, getting ready to do that again today. But as I said, in these extraordinary times that we are living, what if we chose to come from a place of strength, first our own strengths? What if we chose to look at others and with a non-judgmental but a discerning eye, notice where their strengths are? And what if our interactions with those people matched our strengths so that we are lifting each other, so that we are supportive of each other? And again, it's not about saying, "Ooh, I don't want to look at the weaknesses." The weaknesses are not bad. It's part of who we are. And so that's the invitation. Can we begin to live our lives coming from a place of our own personal strengths, of choosing to see the strengths in others, especially others who may not totally align with us? Yeah, therein lies the challenge, the invitation. And so, with a parting shot of the beautiful sea here in Pensacola, I once again invite you to be brave. Love yourself fully and completely. Stand in your truth. Know who you are. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And peace out until next time.